the seat of British power has become the epicenter of a national emergency. As Prime Minister Keir Starmer barricades himself behind the walls of Number 10, defying a historic Supreme Court order to resign, the very fabric of British democracy is unraveling in real time. What was once unthinkable, a Prime Minister refusing to obey the highest legal authority in the land, is now an explosive constitutional showdown being played out in full public view. Welcome back to Britain Info. If you're fed up with the political games tearing Britain apart, now's the time to stand up. Subscribe now and join a growing community demanding truth, accountability, and leadership that actually listens. We break the stories the mainstream won't touch, and we do it for you. This is our country. Let's take it back together. Subscribe now. The allegations are damning. £124,000 in undeclared financial benefits linked to property undervaluations, secret offshore accounts, luxury travel funded by donors, and blatant violations of the ministerial code. But more damaging than the scandal itself is Starmer's refusal to accept the judgment. His silence, broken only by a terse statement claiming politically motivated interference, has triggered a nationwide uproar and sent Parliament into chaos. Within 48 hours of the ruling, the political machine has begun to disintegrate. Cabinet ministers resigned en masse, some citing personal disgust, others declaring they will not serve under a prime minister in contempt of the rule of law. Civil servants have effectively entered caretaker mode, with departmental business grinding to a halt as leadership uncertainty paralyzes decision-making. Government buildings have become battlegrounds of loyalty and revolt. Briefings and counter-briefings flood the press as Labour MPs leak internal communications detailing how whistleblowers were ignored, inquiries suppressed, and financial watchdogs threatened with legal action. The shadow of institutional rot now looms large, not just over Labour, but over Westminster itself. The public's verdict: fury unleashed. Protests have erupted across the country. From London to Leeds, Manchester to Glasgow, crowds have poured into the streets demanding Starmer's immediate resignation. Resign or be removed. You serve the people, not yourself, and obey the court, are the chants echoing through Whitehall and Westminster. Polls reflect this outrage. Over 74% of the public now believe Starmer must resign immediately, and 61% support royal intervention to remove him if he refuses. Labour's approval ratings have cratered, while fringe parties and Reform UK see their numbers skyrocket as the public turns away from establishment politics in droves. This is no longer merely a political scandal. It is a moment of reckoning. A moral verdict has been delivered, not just by the court, but by the people. The shadow of royal intervention looms over Buckingham Palace. Rarely used constitutional mechanisms are reportedly being dusted off. King Charles III, known for his commitment to duty and national stability, is said to be in daily contact with legal advisors assessing whether royal prerogative powers must be invoked to break the deadlock. It would be an extraordinary act, the monarch stepping in to uphold the court's decision when the Prime Minister won't. But the situation is unprecedented. If invoked, this would mark the first direct royal intervention in a domestic political matter since the reign of George VI. Constitutional scholars are divided, but many agree. If the executive refuses to obey the judiciary, the monarchy, symbolically above politics, becomes the last institutional line of defense. Even the suggestion of this move underscores the gravity of the crisis. The UK's vaunted democratic stability is hanging by a thread. International shockwaves,